That's my fourth sword style.
Homelander here. Subscribe now to Raze Chaos. Or don't. I don't give a fuck what you do.
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You have made it back to my channel, and it's Friday. Friday is anything goes. You never know what Raze is going to bring you this week, or on Friday. And this week is no exception, because, yeah, today is not Funko. Today, Raze is bringing you a Q-fig Elite. This was something Raze spotted online and knew he instantly had to have it. It is the Q-fig of the Rocketeer, and really kind of a big deal, even though the Rocketeer really hasn't done much. One of the fun things about it is, for the longest time, Raze was like hunting down, because he was positive that the Rocketeer was a Golden Age character. And he'd read some of the books, I mean, it was digging, trying to find his origins. What did Raze found? Raze found out that the Rocketeer was created by Dave Stevens in 1982. His whole purpose being created was to look like a Golden Age character, and I will say it was flawless. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy away, because Ray's got to talk about Rocketeer a little bit. Like I said, Rocketeer was created in 1982, and he was meant to embody the Golden Age spirit of comic books when they were there. And obviously he was also hitting the era, the World War II spirit that kind of flew through America at the time. The amount of pride, the justice, and you know, knowing what you were doing, and seeing the clear enemy, and being proud to fight against it. It's a lost time, because those days are over. Yeah, it's all kinds of, it's all shades of gray out there now, but yeah, this basically the creation of this was made to encapsulate that time and pay homage to it. And I think it does a great job, even though he's kind of looked at as like a goofy cartoon character, which is exactly what he is, and that's the whole point. A lot of people don't quite get it, so that's probably why the Rocketeer isn't as popular as I feel like he should be. Yeah, I love him, and I jumped at the opportunity to grab this. So we are going to take this out and have a look at him. I'm actually going to go ahead and, instead of clipping right to the thing, I'm going to show you how the Q-fig Elite wanted to package this. So I go ahead and flip this, and Velcro's right up, right here on here. This is as far as I got before I stopped. It says Q boxes are meant to be opened, and opened it is. So now, for the first time, I actually get to take a look at this guy, and yeah, I've got to love that packaging right there. Yes, little vinyl figure going on here. Set you aside. We're just gonna have a great look at you, because I mean, this is dynamic, this is amazing. It's got the big American flag on the back, it's got the figure himself taking off. I always loved his jacket, his the aviator pants, the helmet, everything about this is so carefully crafted and so perfect. I think the big draw for me anyway with the Rocketeer is he's completely inspirational. He's absolutely inspirational. Like I said, I've read some of his books, watched his movie. They're okay. They're not so, there's no standout version of the Rocketeer except for the one in your own head, because there's something about looking at him looking at the whole character design, your brain just wants to wrap around it and just takes from it. And Rocketeers has inspired many ideas in my head as far as just, you know, a scenario that I was actually able to turn into something else. And yeah, there's not a lot of characters that can do that without actually having pulled from specific stories. There really aren't any specific stories, and his origin story is pretty much the most well-known. But yeah, that's why the Rocketeer always has like a strong spot in Raze's camp, because it just simply must happen. I'm toying with the idea of putting him in the backdrop a little bit, but that would require me taking something away, and that is a decision that will be very, very difficult. But we'll see what happens when it happens. But yes, we have the Rocketeer, and yeah, just looking at him is just it's just wonderful. It's just like, I can't wait. You're probably watching it or already have watched it on the spinner already if it works on there. So you've already seen it, but like I'm sitting here spinning it on my own, and yeah, I'm looking forward to putting this guy on the spinner. I hope it looks as good as I'm imagining it does, because that's kind of how he works. In my head, it already looks amazing. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. This is the Q-fig Elite of the Rocketeer. I think it's still available for purchase, but yeah, this is a piece that gets pushed out to the front because it's just so awesome, and it even makes you feel a little patriotic, which is a little hard to do sometimes, but but nevertheless, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want, check out another one of my videos. I do all kinds of stuff, especially on Fridays. You never know what it's going to be. It could be a group of pops. It could be a Q-fig. It could be a U2s like I just did not long ago. It could be the Terrifier box of of the past. Yeah, Fridays are when I get super creative, but on Tuesdays I do single pop videos, and if you're lucky, you catch Raze on one of those days where he has a DC character that he likes to just kind of explode, over-explain, and give you some random stuff that you may or may not know. But yeah, look into that stuff a little too deeply, and I'm well aware of that. But anyway, if that's your cup of tea, go ahead and subscribe, and never forget, life is full of odd moments. You never know when you're going to be defined.